right, another one.
This is a free call from the client at the Moose Lake Secure Treatment Facility. To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this free call, calls are subject to monitoring and may be recorded. Your call will now be connected. Thank you for using GTL.
Good evening.
Good evening, Steve. How are you?
I'm going to call out with you the fact that I don't have a lot of phone time because I've been out of work, so I'm using 2 5-minute free phone calls. So I'm just letting you know that ahead of time.
Okay, that's all good. Spell your last name for me, though, brother. Okay, very cool. Well, the floor is yours. Share what's on your heart. Say hello to anyone you want. And the floor is yours, man.
All right. So basically, with that, I thank both my godparents, Philip and Rose Venowitz, for everything that they've done for me. So here's my story. Hello, my name is Steve John Michael Cajune. I am a 43-year-old client currently at the MSOP in Moose Lake, Minnesota. I've been a client at the MSOP since I turned 19 years old in September of 1998. However, I've been institutionalized since I was 14 years old in 1994. I was originally removed from my home for my own protection because I was being sexually abused by my mother. I was adjudicated delinquent as a juvenile at the age of 15 for telling 3 7-year-old boys that I was going to show them a way to protect themselves, as I was once taught by my counselor after being abused by my mother's boyfriend when I was 6 years old. I never had any sexual intent or attraction towards the 3 boys. While I had been locked up, I had learned that it was not my place to be the one that taught the boys about how to protect themselves. It should have been their parents. Since being in the MSOP, I have lost both my parents. I lost my father May 11th of 2017, and I lost my mother 5 days after my birthday on September 13th, 2017. I believe that due to my institutionalization for 28 years, that it has turned into a life sentence to where I'm too comfortable being here. I don't believe that someone should continue being institutionalized for something they did when they were young or for something that they may do in the future. I really want to be given the chance to lead a productive and non-abusive lifestyle out in the community. I do not have a lot of support systems out in the community. I understand that if I was to ever abuse anyone ever again, that I would be locked up in prison for the rest of my life. I wish that I could be released to an adult group home and do some outpatient treatment. This would give me the chance to start building new support systems and learn the life skills that I need to become more independent. I have 1 charge of sexual conduct while I was a juvenile and do not believe that I need to be locked up for the rest of my life.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
That is.
You made my wife cry. I mean, I'm not mad at you. Oh, my wife is here.
So that is just how you took this so seriously and prepared this.
Yeah.
It shows your seriousness about all of it, and it also kind of shows your age, like where you're at cognitively right now is not your age. You're a 14-year-old, but in a grown-up body now. And
You have 1 minute remaining.
It's heartbreaking.
Please call back.
Oh, no problem. I'll take nothing. Right back.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Thank you for using GTL.
That sucks, man. His own mom.
You can hear it in his voice.
Okay, this is not what I expected from you.
It's sad. Really sad. I know kids that have been through some trauma, and they would be in this situation, and I know their hearts, and I know that they wouldn't deserve it.
Calls are subject to monitoring and may be recorded. Your call will now be connected. Thank you for using GTL.
Welcome back, Steve.
Yep, thank you.
Do you have anything else that you've prepared, or do you want us to talk to you now?
It's just like I said in my story, it's real difficult. I've been institutionalized since I was 14 for something I did when I was originally civilly committed because according to I did not complete a sex offender specific program as a juvenile, so I still posed the risk to reoffend. So I have been in the MSOP since my 19th birthday, which was September 8th of '98. I'm 43 years old now, and have seen a number of other juvenile-only offenders that have either similar cases to myself, or even worse cases than myself, that are now on provisional or even full discharge. So it's like, okay, you have other juvenile offenders that are still currently here in MSOP. It's like, where is our chance? And you turn around, it seems like we turn around, try and send out cries for help, or we go to SRP and CAP, we turn around, try and express ourselves, but it seems like it's never good enough. Our state of Minnesota is so corrupted, and get to make the decision on who can go and who can't go. And it's pathetic. It's time for our stories to be heard, and I thank you guys for listening to my story. Basically, right now, since both my parents have passed, my maternal family has pretty much gone their own separate ways. So all I have left is my godparents, which was my godfather. He was originally appointed my guardian ad litem as a juvenile, and him and his wife had chosen to remain in my life. They're getting close to their 90s, so they ain't gonna be around much longer. So I ain't gonna have no outside support pretty much whatsoever. And as most people that know the legal standards and everything, that's one of the main things that SRP and CAP looks for on releasing people is whether or not they have any outside support. So,
Steve, I want to make this,
Yep.
I want to make this promise to you. Well, I mean, other than keeping you in my prayers, I get to meet a few, I've talked to several of you guys, and there's, been a few that just hit me right in the heart that I use as fuel to keep fighting on. I can only do so much, but like we're fighting, but there's a lot of other people fighting. There's new people coming into the movement to fight for you guys. And I just want you to know that you can call me anytime. Like, I will be a friend to you. If you just need to vent. Yeah. Like, we're here for you, man. And,
We need to create an adult foster care system, but
we're going to adopt you, dude.
and we'll find some volunteers that will adopt your friends too.
But no, seriously, I mean that. You've got my phone number now. Use it, and please don't give up hope. We're not going to give up hope. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to do our part. You keep doing your part, and like I really believe something good is going to happen in this situation. Not just with you, but some of the other people that shouldn't be there. I believe that those doors are going to break open. But man, I'm honored to meet you, Steve. I really am.
Well,
God bless you.
have a good night.
You too, man. Bye.
Bye.
I'm serious. A foster group of people that are empathetic, that know how to help people like this. It's like teachers that work with kids with special needs because of their passion and they know they can help. We need to develop an organization like that for these guys, families, so that if somebody doesn't have support anymore, there's a source to look to.
I like him too. Weird. I would make a horrible counselor.
So you adopt everyone?
Well, yeah, because I wouldn't be able to keep. I don't know what it's called. I was called it the iron wall, but
Stonewalling.
yeah, is that actually a psychiatrist thing? I
Yes.
don't even know. I just figured it out.
Not giving any emotion. It might be not talking to the person too, I'm not sure.
Hey, on a side note, I don't get paid by these people, but this is literally. I know I went to their website today because I was like, I wonder if they have an affiliate program or something. Because this great prime drink. Okay, so do you remember Kool-Aid and how awesome Kool-Aid was? Like on a hot summer day, there would be fresh, cold Kool-Aid, and my grape was my flavor. I never liked fruit punch, I like grape. And that obviously it's horrible for you. It's like the worst thing.
Yeah.
And so then mom goes, well, sugar's, gonna make you a crackhead. So we're gonna get a Crystal Light now. And then you get used to the aspartame taste. No one's calling. You get used to the aspartame, but then you're like, well, it says on calories and it's not gonna make me fat. So then you just get used to the diet stuff. Okay. So then you can go buy regular grape juice. But grape juice, that's just more sugar, right? This has been the one drink that I've tasted that is great. That is as good as grape soda. What is it? Welch's grape soda?
No,
That's the grape juice. What's the grape soda that's really popular? Fanta?
No, that's
No.
Do they have?
No, Fanta has a grape too. But anyway, my point is this. This grape drink stands on its own as the best grape drink of all time, better than Kool-Aid. And it just so happens to be good for you.
Well, can I try it?
Well, no, it's
water
just
now?
water now.
Well, I didn't get
Yes, I-
when I was a kid. My mom was woke back then, I think she knew about the dye in it. So I didn't get Kool-Aid. But I did get Crystal Light.
There's no dyes in this. There's nothing bad in this. In the cola drink, I had this one today. This tastes like Coca-Cola that's not carbonated, but it tastes good. It does. Yep.
Well, I like Diet Coke, so maybe
Yeah.
trying that.
All right. Well, we'll have another one calling here in a bit.